So first off, if any of you have, well, I say any of you, but I don't know. Anyway, for my buddies, I should say, they know that whenever I say, let's do a race in Grand Theft Auto, it typically means something along the lines of, this. If it'll load up for me real quick. It's not necessarily a race. It's more of a game to see who can get more pissed off. And now, while the marker is here, see there's no track nearby at all. And strange, right? Well, if we keep going out and further and further and further and further, there it is. Okay, so we start up here. You might be thinking to yourself, alright, average track leads through some tubes. No, you've got some obstacles in here. You know, easy shit. And then just vertical fucking drop. All the way down. And we're still going. And oh look, part of a crane. And that wasn't me just putting this tube here, that was me specifically saying somebody's gonna hit that crane and hopefully it pisses them off. So that's why that's left there. So then you drop. And mind you, you're going full speed, and half the time you're not even going to be connected on that tube, so you're going to have lost all control. You're either going to hit the crane and explode, you're going to hit the crane and lose your placing, or you're somehow going to land on your wheels, but the majority of the time you're most likely going to fucking hit this little section my cursor is on and just explode. So you go through here, and you jump, and nothing, looks boring. Well, then you gotta maneuver through this, and that looks easy, right? Well, considering this is the more faster route to go around, people are gonna take that. Well, the checkpoint's right at the end, so you slide right the fuck off. However, if you go this way, nobody fucking wins, because then you gotta do a full turn. You do this, you gain in speed, and slide off again. Possibly slide off a fourth time or a third time if you miss this one, but you might hit it a fourth time. Hit this jump, barely make it. This is horseshit. You have to weasel your way between these somehow without hitting the metal or the little side piping there. And you go down, and it looks like clear sailing. Well, no, now you gotta go up here, turn your vehicle around, go all the way under here, through this shit somehow, escape off of that, don't go over there, you go fucking through here again, and come into traffic, which, by the way, is on for this, go all the way through this confusing section, and then there's just a slew of tunnel systems from the diamond heist that you go all the way through, turn around, and come back. Well, once you come back out, hit the jump, get through all this. Traffic is still on. I know I just said that, but just making sure you kept up. So you've got traffic mixed in with these props. You have to wiggle around through here. Come up, come over, all the way through here, into this tunnel. If I recall right, you come out from this side, yes, go in on this side again, miss this section, come up here, jump off, up through here, full U-turn, down through the alleyway, come back, down the staircase. Sorry about that, apparently I have a upload going on. I'm going to go ahead and pause that real quick. Okay, anyway, I had two updates. Those typically wreck my internet whenever I have more than one going, and I'm trying to broadcast. Anyway, then you've got ultra speed, slow, ultra speed, slow, and for those who thought they were clever, ultra speed, really slow, through here, up through this alleyway, hit a jump, hopefully you don't fuck up, most of you will, through here, this alleyway again, back through this alleyway, couple of pillars that'll cut you off here, you only have one exit, and you come back through, you can't hit that jump again, you gotta go all the way through here, hopefully you miss that podium there, hopefully you miss the railing there, oh, there, and you think you're home free, well, now you gotta get through this maze. Yeah, you hit this jump, hopefully you fucking land over here, it's 50-50 whether or not you do. Or you could just land down there. Through the construction. Not too hard. And then back and forth about 10 times. And then that's it. The race is over. This is 15 minutes of what seems like you could get it done relatively easily. But it's not. In any case, it's not easy at all. This is just one of my races, and this is one that I specifically built to be bullshit. So, not even, maybe the first eighth of it is stunt racing, if you could call it that. With the last, 80% being bullshit. Just anything I looked at the map and was like, you know what, I bet I could get a car through there, and I bet it wouldn't be easy, and I bet it would piss somebody off, and immediately added it in. Now, that's one of the races that I spent a lot of time thinking about where a card could go. And see, these races, they look like, I don't think about shit. I'm just adding it in and I go, oh man, something's cool, I'll put it there. But there's a lot of thought that goes into this. So, let me load up one more real quick, if I can find it. Trying to think. I think Mr. Cancer for the win is a good one. It's a good name. And again, this is another one that's going to start way up. So we're going to go ahead and go all the way up real quick. But this is one that I designed to be more of kinda, not so much bullshit, it is bullshit, but at the time that it was made, I wasn't going for bullshittery, I was going for just to try and fuck with people. So there's a lot of ins and outs that take you the wrong way. Apparently I've missed my own track in here somewhere. Ah, okay, there we go. I was just riding up against it. And it looks decent. It looks like it'd be fun. So like you go through here, typical start, going through. You've got your loops here, and it could either be a shortcut or it could really fuck you over. And for those who don't care, you go through here. So there's some option. Well, your first checkpoint is here. It's not after those loops. It's here. So at any point, if you fuck up, let's say you fall off like right at the edge of this jump, or like you overshoot, you gotta go all the way back. Let's see, now if I remember right, middle pipe is a drop with a platform at the bottom. This right side pipe here, yeah, this is just capped off, so if you come in there, you can't get out, you gotta restart back at that first checkpoint. And then right pipe is the fall you want to go down. Now either of these two pipes can suffice, but there's a chance that you will explode hitting the bottom of this one. That's what I was going for, I'm not gonna lie. It's exactly what I was going for. So then you drop down here, and depending on where you land, kinda hints at where you need to go. So there you've got three options here. Again, you've got this right side that takes you fucking nowhere. You got the middle side that's pretty straightforward. And then you've got the long left side that's just kinda like, meh. You know, you're gonna make it, but without very much ease. And you're most likely going to make it before everybody else. But what you fail to notice, and I'm sure you probably didn't fail to notice, there is water all over this platform, whole thing. And these aren't just baby shit waves, these are like straight up will drown your vehicle if you sit in them. And I've got the spawn point way the fuck back here, and the next checkpoint is way the fuck over there. So yeah. And now this one I don't think it has water on it. In fact, yeah, it doesn't. Very little. Oh yeah, okay, it does. Not as bad though. I think I lifted this one out on purpose. These are ultra boosters. There's 4. So you kind of have to meander through here at top speed. And then you've got corkscrews, which also have water. And there's about 10 of them. And you've got another ultra booster strip there, and one here, and one here, and one there. And then that's it, you're done. Until you get here, where the water is extremely deep. So you can't just sit here and line this up. I mean, you can. You could lean back a little bit, but you won't have a good run. So at full speed, let's say you make it all the way through here, and you hit this. Chances are you're not going to live this. That's the finish there. And I had to make that circular because I wasn't picking up beforehand. You're going to have to go back and do every single corkscrew again. And it's simple. A lot of this shit is just taking your time and making sure you're doing it right. But that's a hard concept for a lot of people. So overall, that's one of my races that I just kind of thought about and wound up putting together in a way that's, if you're very well in the mindset of I can do this, it's not too hard, you'll be fine. But if you're in the mindset of, man, these races are fucking trash, nobody's gonna finish, I'm not gonna finish, fuck these races, I hate these, it's obvious, yeah, you're not gonna finish. So, and undeniably, these do pay out quite a bit because of how long you typically have to take, and it's all active. It's not like it's a bunch of inactivity or anything like that, unless you're just sitting there. But first place usually takes, I think, 10 minutes to get through, some of them within about, give or take, 3 minutes. But anyway, we'll go ahead and I'm going to start making a race, and I will lead through the process of what I do and how I come to make a race. And a lot of times it's critical thinking about where I just want to start at. So I typically take about 5 or so minutes just cruising the map real quick. And I think I know the map pretty fucking well. Probably, well, I'm not even gonna say probably. I know this map better than I know my own hometown that I live in. So I'm just trying to think about exactly where I want to start, and this is always the process that seems to take the longest. Oh my god, look at all the pools. Every fucking house has a pool. I'm drawing a blank for once. I don't know where I want to go with this. Actually. And you don't ever have to start a race. Well, at least I don't. I don't ever think about us in this area here. I'm gonna bring it through here, but this isn't gonna be necessarily the start of the race in here. What I just thought about is I could go up here and then bring it down. But my main problem being is that this place trigger has to be within a certain distance of where your actual start is. So I'm gonna throw that here, I guess. And we'll go ahead and start with the props. So I like to get as many people in here as physically possible, because it makes it all the better, watching all the people who thought it was a good race leave. And we are going to just, let's get a new one. Let's see, what have I not used? I don't think I've used that one. I know I've used the tire, that's really it, so yeah, we'll go with this one. Forget to bring these up by yourself. In actuality, hold on. I should probably most likely be a smarter idea to lead the race onto here first. Now, while I don't mind making bullshit tracks, I do typically try to keep them relatively straight, because it's just easier. And let's see. Yeah, we're almost level. One more ought to do it. Okay, so we're leveled out. First real huge incline, tons and tons and tons of fucking speed. And if you've ever been down to this dock, you know there's that big ass fucking Merryweather submarine in there. It's a huge obstacle. And just straight away into the bullshit. No fucks given, just immediate chaos. Now we need to find a couple of turns. And actually passing some of this shit. Like I said, I typically am like, oh, I could use that, and I just build with whatever I see. And I'm not too big on guardrail use. I don't typically like it, just because it's kind of like, here, for this section of the track, you can actually do kind of good. And man, I ain't about that life. I'm trying to fuck with people. Ah, okay, that's the one I wanted. Here we go. It used to be a big glitch. I don't know if it's still a thing, but it used to be like a massive fucking problem where you would try to add some shit in and the game would just not fucking let you. It was really annoying. Okay, so that looks relatively lined up, and at the very least it is. So we'll be able to start roughly in that area, and that's pretty much what I was looking for. Go ahead and get some larger track pieces, and I'm not too awfully worried about, you know, if it looks like amazing as far as colors and shit go. It's not too big of a deal, but I do, a lot of times when I'm just building tracks, I do think about it. And I'll throw in some extra colors. Don't worry. This won't be just the blandest track you've ever seen. I hate when it does that. Like snaps a piece and then brings it back. See? It's annoying. When you're just trying to get shit done. And this does look pretty minor, you know, you're thinking, oh, this whole start, this is going to be trash, you know, everybody's just going to be trying to rush up. Well, not when you add in speed boosts and slow down strips and a bunch of stop signs and shit rolling down the hill at you and so on and so forth. It becomes kind of hectic. Okay, so there we go. We've let it onto the road, and now we just gotta get the you know, our place trigger. I don't want that, and we're gonna have to move it. Probably roughly here, and we're just gonna go ahead and throw in our checkpoint. Let's see if at any possible way we're gonna be able to cream 30 cars. It doesn't look like it. So let's try to take down 24. Alright, well 24 looks like it's as best as it's gonna get. Go ahead and line that up a little bit better. And that's probably gonna be the easiest. Now, albeit okay, I was gonna say, man, some of these cars might have something like these little bollard things here to deal with, but it looks like most of them will be okay. Sadly, no 30 people though. Huge fucking incline. My god. Oh my god, I didn't realize how big this was. That's fine though, that's actually really good. Because probably by the end of this curve here, you'll be able to throw some cars off. Which, no, that's a relatively big curve. I'll put a speed boost like right here though. Right off the side you'll go. And probably another one here. Slow down pad, speed boost, so on and so forth. And you won't need any speed boosting through here. See, now it's a struggle in deciding what do I do next. Actually, I've got a decent idea. Let me see if we have any loops, any half loops real quick. We do. Okay, so that's a half loop, but it's angled down. We don't want that. No corkscrews. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to build it, but what I was going to do, I was going to have it do almost like a backflip to where you could land up here, and then you'd have to go back up the track. I think that's what I'm going to wind up trying to do real quick, but the issue with it is I have to custom make this, and that's kind of a pain in the ass, because I don't remember if there are props to do that with. So I am going to look through here right quick. I bet I could use that. I'm near positive I could use that. Line this up. Right about here. Fuck it, why not? Ah, no I can't. Maybe. I didn't notice the spare gridding there. I'm gonna, here, you know what? Let me get some checkpoints real quick. And always do remember that you're going to need to set your default classes to whatever you think is going to do best. So if you've got it set for, you know, if you're wanting to do it for supercar and then you forget and you publish it as like a muscle car, chances are nobody's going to have fun, even you. And I know that's probably what you're going for. You're probably going for the fun of not having fun, but when you're legitimately not able to finish the race, then there's something that you need to do. And, you know, obviously, if you can't finish it with that class, you shouldn't be able to publish it, because you do have to test your own races before you can put them up. But it's just a good idea. So let's see, we'll choose the Wagner, fuck it, why not? And we're just gonna give it a test real quick, just to see if I can manage to get a car through there. Probably would have been a smart idea to go ahead and add in those speed boosts. We'll see though. It's gonna be slow, but I'm sure we'll make it. And over the top. Alrighty, we're 30 minutes into the stream and I've barely built anything on a race. Okay, so like right there would be the only reason I added guardrails, just so you can't clip it over like that. Let's see how fast we go. Needles maxed out. And like I said, right into the fucking obstacle. The key would be to hang a little bit left there. You come through here and you gotta wait on these fucking gates to open. Everybody's gonna be doing top speed. Alright, so this is kind of a pain in the ass. Get really lined up here real quick. So it is possible, it's just kind of a bitch. And that's what we're going for. So that'll work out just fine. Yeah, that'll actually do quite well. And that should be a large enough jump to where we'll land. Which you'll probably want to hang it on the right side coming up. You'll land up here. And then when you go back up, all the way back up, and let's say fuck it, and we'll go off the side right here. Sorry, just trying to line this up properly. And this is going to be in the water. I do love putting water sections in. It's probably my favorite thing to do. We'll add one of those in, and I have to clip it. God, I fucking hate when it's being stupid like this. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna try and find a color real quick that kinda blends. Black is probably gonna be the best. I don't know why the fuck it's choosing to do the shit that it's doing. Okay, so three should be plenty. If you miss it, you miss it. Alright, so now we got our water section down. I always gotta have my water section, I don't know why. It's the crowd favorite there. And, let's get orange and blue, fuck it, why not? I don't know why it's doing this. I don't think I'm outside the map boundaries, but at the same time I don't know. And we're gonna start off strong with another heavy incline. Fuck it, right there is good. And another one. And another one. And then I guess we'll wrap it back towards the mainland because I'm tired of fucking not spawning in till about here. Oh shit. But we'll add in some sort of propping and shit on the way. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. For what our purpose is. And look over here, and I saw a couple of things I wouldn't mind using. Like, we'll do one of these. And we'll follow it up with something like, nah. That works. Let's do these little skinny things. It's pissing me off that I have to keep looking out there to do this shit, because from what I remember a while ago I didn't have to do that. Would I use one of these? I did. Boom. Okay. And that lines up pretty good. And typically a good thing to do is like add a fake section of track like right in the middle, and then throw a little speed boost, and they go right onto it, and it's like it's either lower or it's just barely low enough to where when they hit that track, they won't be able to go out on the other side, or like make it abruptly stop. Like get it on a good angle, like where it's angled up a little bit, to where it looks like it connects to the other side, but it just drops off. And that's always good to do. You might have the occasional person that gets through there with no fucking problem. Anything is welcome though. If you feel like it's a good adjustment and change of pace, then go ahead and sling it on there. And let's see, what do we have next? We could do something like this. And we can wind it with kind of a lot of these little skinny dudes. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, believe it or not, these little humps will really fuck people up. I don't know why, but I've seen so many people lose control on these and just right off the side or into a wall. Okay, now I've got a wicked idea. They've got this little section that's like a bridge with a cutout. There it is. And I've not been able to do it before. But if I can, I'd like to get it through here somehow. I don't know why. It's just been something I've wanted to do. And then they also have like this little thing here. That I wouldn't mind doing. Let's get a little straight. And let's see if we can't make this happen. We need that straight again. Boom, boom. Need to go down. Okay, so there's the issue. I need to delete all of this, bring this. I don't know why it's set at an angle like that. Out by, I think, 2? Let me try for 2. Let me try 2 first. Then I bring my tight cornering in here. And one of these. Didn't mean to do that. That's almost looking promising. Why? Okay. I think that's about as straight as we'll get that. Okay, yeah, perfect. And of course they're gonna throw in a bunch of bullshit. Like I could probably put a ramp in there and that'll really fuck somebody over. And we're at 63 of 150. So, getting kind of close to the halfway marker here. This is where you want to really start adding in horse shit. We're going to transition from our yellows and, or not yellows, our orange and blues to our pinks and grays. Now, the best thing that I like doing here is you get these tubes, right? You just place them down. You can kind of see in there you've got separate turning little halves. Can't tell if they're, I think they're slightly off of each other. You've got this one, which is only one entrance, at these. And then you've got the little hole things. So what we're going to do here, and the best way you can do these is rotate them. So I've got that one on there forwards, do the next one on there backwards, so it's counter rotating. And again, do the next one as a forward. And you just want to keep counter rotations up. You would not believe how simply effective a simple counter rotation is. See, that's going the same way. So here, we'll do it this way now. And thinking about it, well actually what we'll do here is we'll go back and we'll delete these. I know. You've got these little props with the holes in them. You'd use these to your advantage. So you go back, do your first rotation there, and you want to go back again, get a double gap, again make sure you're doing it so they're counter rotating. And that was rotating quarter gate. And we'll get another gap in there. And it doesn't really matter where the gaps are. People are most likely going to miss them, but you'll occasionally get somebody that thinks they're slick and they're doing all the little like loops and shit and avoiding stuff. Just whoop, right out the tube you go. And then they typically leave because they're the guys that push people out the way, and as soon as they fuck up, they're like, oh, this race is garbage, I'm not in first place, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. And it's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. And let's see, that's spinning to the left, so we're gonna get this spinning to the right. Connect that in there. And we'll get another straight gap going. believe that last one was spinning what direction? To the right of my current screen. So this needs to be spinning to the left. If it'll connect. Hello? There we go. And it's just back and forth. The whole way through. Now these jumps, I don't quite know a lot about these jumps. We'll throw this in. We'll have a quick look real quick. The game will let us. Okay, so you've got like a little spinning jump there. And you have two. No, okay, so you just have you just got one. That actually would probably fuck somebody up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. Just that the little jump right there, because you've got this gap, which means a lot of people are probably gonna be coming down and they'll miss this, or they'll be coming from this side and they'll cut it too sharp. So anyway, let's see what else we have. We've got jump number 1, which is a basic jump kinda. And I don't really care for that, I'm not gonna lie. Tube half gate, well, we'll throw one of those in there. Why not? It's not wanting to fucking connect. Tube quarter gate. And this is all you need to do with tubes, just keep adding bullshit. So let's go here and disconnect that, and let's do ultra strong. We'll get one of those. And I've got a kind of a pet peeve to where I want to make sure these are connected straight. Let's do 5. Really make sure your car is getting that max speed out of there. And where is that gonna shoot us out at? Oh, it looks like we're not gonna make the land. Guess that means we're just gonna have to do... Oh no, we're gonna have to do a... Another water section. Damn. We'll do this one blue. And just get it kind of lined up real quick. Looks good enough, right? Might make it, might not. A little bit off center, but that doesn't hurt anybody. And now it's kind of like, oh, where do I go now? What do you mean, where do you go? Bro, you got corkscrews and shit to add in. But see, the fun part is once you land, you gotta bring them back through, hit this checkpoint here, and what we can do is we can make a little rainbow road here. I think there's a pink. Yeah, there is. It's relatively gradual. It's not perfect, but it's good. Now, we need to get another set of building blocks. In actuality, I do kind of like this hazard panel. And we're going to lift this out the water. We're going to set it here, and then here, and then here. And if you don't fucking land on that, then you're retarded. Sorry. And I don't want it white. Let's go green and yellow. Or actually, black and yellow. And we'll get the thick tubes because certain people bitch about corkscrews and because, you know, they don't know how to keep their vehicle fucking straight. At Brad, aka Big. Hey, yeah, I'm throwing shade. I don't give a shit. Yeah, good enough. Alright, so we'll do about 5 of these. Why not? We'll do 3. And let's see here. Get a ramp going at the end here. I don't know why it keeps resetting my color. It's beginning to bug me. Sorry, I'm being a little bit finicky here with where I want to jump at. Just trying to level shit up. While I do like bullshit in tracks, I do not care for shit to be crazy uneven. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get that. Okay. So we've got a dual ramp there. And one thing you'll notice is on the second track I showed off before starting this one, I had multiple ways to go, and 2 ways would always get you somewhere, and 1 way wouldn't, or 1 way would and the other 2 wouldn't. And it was just guesswork, especially if you've never been on the track, and really the only way to know is if you built the track. I haven't done that here yet. On the off chance that a buddy of mine, or multiple buddies of mine, see this, I don't mind them knowing what's ahead, but at the same time I don't want them knowing everything. So I may add in the spare ways to get around, or I may not. I may save that for another broadcast. It's just kind of like a little thing about how you can fuck with people even more, and I may come back and edit this track, or I might show off another track, which I don't know. It just depends. It really does. So we're at 101 out of 150 props. Typically when I hit 100, I go back and I add in other shit. So let's see. Go in and add my speed boosts. Speed boost. Again, I like my shit even. Yeah, we'll throw one there. And one about here. And here. And here, just for good measure. And we're just gonna do this all the way up. I don't want people giving up before they even get to the fun part, you know? Fun part. Oh, I say it like the track is fun, but the only one having fun is me whenever my buddies get on and they don't know what the fuck is going on. We're not going to add one there. I am, however, going to add one right about here. Just to see if I can get some people thrown off, as well as here. And we don't need any going through here, but we will need some on this ramp section here. Simply because of that ramp, how hard it is to see the XA21, I am most likely going to choose a car with a larger front windshield. And we're going to add in I guess a 3-piece on either side of this. And then I will make it the slow climb all the way back up. which once you get up here won't be too bad. But anyway. This, and we're going to add in a speed boost at kind of each one of the beginning intervals here, because these are actually relatively steep. So, and I don't want people getting discouraged immediately after leaving the water. Like, honestly, I don't want the whole thing of, like, people go, oh no, I can't get out the fucking water. And, oh my god, I'm gonna have to bring this shit all the way back out. Why do I do this to myself? It's worth it, though. Friendship breaking fucking races. The amount of arguing my buddies have done amongst themselves due to my racing is just, it's phenomenal. That's how you know you have a good race. Okay, now real quick, let's get a ramp going. Right about there. And you're probably thinking, oh, people are going to be able to make that. Not when I do this. Let us get a, I was going to say maybe a destructible wall. I'm trying to think what I could use here. Perfect. Now, see, that's what I was talking about. It looks like you might make it, and people will honestly think, yeah, I can make that, and they'll just slam into it and die, and they'll get all bitchy. That's exactly what you want to go for in these. And another good thing about this wall here, the reason I brought it right up at the edge of the track, usually past these little straights here, these little thin ones where you can get only one car through, somebody will usually try to ride your ass all the way through it, knowing that they don't have the time to try and sideswipe you. So what they'll do is they'll sling it out immediately, and then they'll go for the sideswipe. But with that wall there, most likely they'll try and push you into the wall. And you've got your little things up here. And let's see, what else do we have? Stunt signs. add in a ton of these. We'll get to this as 25 down there. Four. 25. And let's see, where's our little specials at? Speed boost, and we're gonna make sure everybody fucking nails this one right about here. And you see, the good thing about this is people will come around here and they're all going to be going downhill, so they'll pick up a little bit of speed, not a crazy lot, it's not too much of an incline, but then they'll hit that and just shoot right off the side. And then the tubing. Yeah, and the thing I like to do about the tubing is I'll drop a checkpoint right at the beginning, and then there won't be any more checkpoints until you get all the way through. Like the whole way. Like, the next checkpoint you will be down here. So even if you make it all the way through and you get stuck in the water and die. Yeah. Now, I don't quite remember. I think it's in dynamic, I want to say. The soccer balls and such. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So one quick thing that I forgot to mention, dynamic props are their own thing. You can have 20 as it shows down there. What I like to do is on anything that's always gonna be an uphill struggle is I like to, every so often they make these things that you can move, and it'll be like these log piles. Just have a slew of these. Ah, okay. So these are suspended. And of course, it's going to be hard to move around that on your first little go. But trust me, these are well worth. To just have a bunch of these rolling down on top of you like that, oh my god. So we'll do 5 of these. Why not? We're actually, hold on, I'm going to try and cover a good majority of the track. There we go. And I'm not too sure, I don't quite remember. I think these have their own physics. I believe whenever you get up to them, they should start rolling. Otherwise, you'll have to hit them with your car, and then they go, and anyone behind you is just going to have a bad day. And what else? What I'm also going to do is I'm going to add some going down this as well. Again, I'll be adding like 5 more or so. There we go. Not too shabby. You know, not the most like amazing thing in the fucking world, but not too bad, you know. And let's see, let's go out here. They make these destructible walls, and these things are quite fun. That's essentially what you can do with them. So you can make people that think that they can't go that way. It's kind of a pain in the ass getting them centered up where I want them to, though. So here, hold on, we'll do... Now, these are good. The little side pieces here, where it's kind of like nubs on the side, you can't go through that. As far as I remember, you can't. You can only go through the middles and the far left and far right without actually hitting the walls of it. So what I'll do is you drop it kind of like that. Well, without this one that I've currently got, but you've got it like an arrow. So you've got the one in the middle, you'll be able to go through it straight through the middle, but you won't be able to go through these. So going straight, you'll kind of hit the middle there, from what I remember. Now I might be wrong. Which means you're gonna have to slow down, take your time, break through this one, break through that one. And thinking about it, it's probably not the best idea to do it here. Probably be better to do something like this. There's a little bit more give to it. There we go, and that's a little bit better way of doing it, because now you've got more that you can break through over here, because you don't want to get stuck. Again, like, as much as I like bullshit, you definitely don't want to just get straight up stuck there. That's gonna throw it off for everybody. I don't know how you get these to go in. Yeah, I've never understood how people get these to do it. Strange. Anyway. And down here in the water, it's in my opinion, it's always good to have some props in the water. Just something to really fuck with people on. So we've got 14 out of 20. Just go ahead and throw these all over the place. You gotta wait on the waves to pass if you're doing the water. And what that should do is these have some stopping power to them. If there's a wave there, and I've never really fucked with the bowling pins in the waves or any of these other props in the waves. If there's one there and it doesn't pick up the pin, a lot of what I'm thinking will happen is you'll hit the pin, and it'll slow you down just enough where the next wave will come in and sweep you up, and you'll have to fucking restart. So that's it for dynamic props. We'll take off fucking prop snapping, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to wreckage. And I am just going to fucking litter this place from probably about here. Just all the way down. Wreckage, let's see, what kind of trailers do we got here? Gonna mess with all of that. And dumpsters look like they could probably fit pretty well. In fact, I'm probably going to make that ramp at the end there into the water at the end, just so I can build a little aesthetic here. Now, let's see, let's go to signs. We'll do a couple of diversion signs. Just something to make it look like there's road crew or something over here, even though there's obviously not, because it's a fucking race. At least, you know, there shouldn't be. But you don't know. Shit happens. I'm gonna have to wait for one of those. It doesn't do what I wanted it to. I just throw them in there wherever. Why not? Okay, and that's really it. So the best thing we can do now is delete that. And on to the actual gridding. The actual checkpointing and making of the race. Then we'll test it and call it a track. And I suppose I'll name this one like Stream Track or something like that. Streamline, something to do with fucking some shitty pun for streaming. There we go. Okay. One here. One here. And one here. Oh no, I kind of want to move that one. There, alright. Suppose one there. I hate how if you're nearby a fucking track it slows your shit down. It's annoying. Okay, so yeah, this is out of map boundaries, which means I'm gonna have to put the next checkpoint is actually up on the track there, and that's gonna be actually a pain in the ass, because what that's gonna force me to do is because it's out of the map boundaries, I'm gonna have to make it so the next checkpoint is this ain't good. I mean, it's doable. This is most definitely doable. I've done crazier shit. I'm looking at this jump now. I'm not sure if they'll make it or not. I have to go back and delete some of those buoys. Okay, so it looks like this is within map boundaries now. No, it's just now there's map boundaries. And I'll start another one here. And another one will end here. here. And like I said, I always start one at the tube. And we'll put this one inside of it. I didn't know what that meant, so, oh well. And we'll put one here, with the last one being right there. Wait, oh, default, circular. Oh fuck, I forgot about that as an issue too. We're gonna have to go back and delete these buoys. Which is nerve-wracking. Okay. This is a common issue that I run into with ramps being the end of a race. You have to put like a little platform here to throw the final checkpoint onto, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I would just make it black. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a couple of extra sections onto this little landing platform over here. So I honestly thought it was bigger than what it was, but boy am I mistaken. Okay, that should be plenty fine. Now we've got, let's see, one thing left. My dog is leaned up against me, he's just shaking. I don't know why. Let's see, we could lift this out and above the water. Yeah, it's looking pretty spiffy. Just something real quick to do. Not too much of a hassle. Need to do the lobby camera. There we go. And we'll call it streamline, why not? No translation. Get a better photo going. Ah, god damn it. Okay, and then one quick thing that I like to do here is I like to go through and I like to get rid of all the fucking cancer cars. So, get rid of any of the armored vehicles. Armored. And I don't know why that's there, but we'll get rid of that because that's a truck. These are all fine. Get rid of the Duke of Death, because that's bullshit on these. And I'm looking, and we're gonna get rid of the, I don't know, we'll leave the Dominator. These are all fine, honestly. And sports. See, sports is where you get in a lot of bad shit. We're gonna get rid of the fucking elegy. Oh, we're gonna get rid of the elegy because fucking hate people. Gonna get rid of there's a couple more. The Kuruma. Regular is fine. Let's see. Supercars. Gonna get rid of the 811, the X80 Proto, the T20, the Osiris, the Zentorno, the fucking Adder. These are all the cars that typically like to be assholes. This is not a motorcycle race. Off-road. Street Blazer needs to get out of here. BF400 needs to get out of here. Marshall needs to leave. Insurgent needs to leave. Liberator needs to leave. Sanchez. Just taking out bikes because this isn't going to be, you're not going to really do anything good on bikes in this race. Utility and cycles both can go. Okay, and we're going to do a super and the ETR1, current. Yes. And we tested. I didn't get the speed boost. Oh well. And the testing is where the bitch of everything comes in at. Because you notice a lot of problems, and if you're at the problem like I am, you have to go back and delete stupid shit that you wish you didn't have to. And it makes everything a lot harder, plus you gotta go back and retest it, and it doesn't save your previous checkpoints, and, it's just a problem overall. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So there you go, now you've got all those, first person to get up here has all these pipes and other issues and shit that will push down onto anybody else opposing them. Yeah, that didn't work like I wanted it to, so yeah, I could get rid of those if I really needed. My controller is dying. So I've got roughly 30-45 more minutes on this controller. I think, actually probably longer. Take pretty good care of my controllers. Alright, now here is the problem with these. You gotta do this to get over them. And that's kind of what I wanted. And this is pretty lackluster, honestly, for what I usually do with all of my races. I usually have quite a lot more than this. In fact, after I test and do this race, I'll pull out one of my other races that I do relatively, good. Oh, fuck. Forgot about the checkpoints. Trying to think what's a good one. I think drunk driving would probably be a good one to do. At the very least, two of those pipes will make it. I don't even know what happened. Okay, I see the problem now. Yeah, like I said, fuck. Okay, so no, you can make it. It might just take a try or two. Cool. Okay, that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be like super fucking easy to do that. So it is possible. It just takes a little finesse. And back up the climb we go, ever so slow. Two fucking poles. And by no means are these tracks practical. I don't ever expect Rockstar or anybody to look at these tracks and go, man, these things are phenomenal. What I expect out of these is people to play them with their friends, and it just turned into a fucking game of Uno where everybody by the end isn't friends with anybody anymore. People are upset and just light aggression towards each other, if you can see my quotations. Okay, now you see this is the bitch. Because I don't have that checkpoint, this is going to be an issue. All this water and shit. Yep. I don't even know if you're gonna make that. Oh my god. No! Okay. So, because I'm stubborn and I don't like to have to go and retest a lot of times unless I absolutely have to, simplest solution, just back up. This is pissing me off now, just because I can't get it. The water is so unpredictable. Like, you would expect that the wave patterns would be similar to real life, to where when they're braking, they follow their brake line. But nah, in this game it's like, we're braking to the left, but oh no, we suddenly went to the right. It's like, son of a bitch, can you not? Oh. Alright, bet. This probably wouldn't be a half bad race to do at nighttime, honestly. Because that down there would probably be near impossible to see. For too long, we're gonna see if it is impossible to see or not. It's gonna be nighttime in the game. Oh, don't do this to me. Fuck, I should have stopped. I probably would have had that had I stopped. I'm just gonna do a bunch of front flips. I'm literally just gonna hold up on the stick, and this is what it's doing. Ooh, can I level it out though? Kinda. I find that annoying too. The water physics used to be better, which I may wind up doing. So let me exit this real quick, as much as I really don't fucking want to. Set the default class as off-road, which I just passed. And set it as the trophy truck for the recommended vehicle. And that might make getting through the water a little bit easier. Up the hill. Jesus fucking Christ. What time is it? It's fucking 7:30 in the morning. This truck's a fucking trooper, though. I guess that's a smart way to do that. Go around on the fucking further side. Noted. I don't know why it just went out like that. I wasn't like super hard on the e-brake or anything. In fact, I was just kind of fucking letting go of the gas here and there. Let's see if we can finish this before the 2-hour mark, of which I doubt. Of course. Finishing it at the 2-hour mark, I'll fucking tell you that for free. Oh, I didn't know you could change color like that. Neat. Trying to think about what else I could get rid of to make like absolute sure. Get rid of that. Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I need to have an undo fucking button in this game. Okay, thank God. I was about to lose my shit. I know those are off center. Okay, test. Again, for fuck's sake. Oh God, I'm broke again. I started out this recent update with $70 million, I think. And now I'm down to 7 million. Quite a lot of money. Would have had quite a bit left, but I got bored waiting on the research, so I wound up fast tracking like everything. Needless to say, though, the game is at its near end for me as far as life goes. I'm just kind of like, I could care less, honestly. I've got a lot of shit in the game to make money with. If it's that big of a deal, then I'll just use the shit to make money. See if we can get it before the 2-hour 15 mark. There he goes, trying to fucking slide out again. I like how watching the needle fucking max out. Okay, I think right here. Oh yeah, much fucking better. I don't think that first speed boost that I put down is strong. I think that's, or is ultra strong. I think it's just regular. In which case it probably would have been fine, but I'm not going to go back and switch it now. She'll make it, just very fucking slow. I'm kind of curious to see how many of the piping and shit is still there. This is kind of why this game needs a manual transmission mode. You can throw it in first, second, or third gear if the allotted was there, and then just cruise. No, one made it. I feel like they despawn. I'll have to go back and look later. Alright, let's see if we can do the water part. Just lose all my panels, it's fine. Wheels stayed on the ground, that's one good sign. Less water fucking resistance, of course. But hey, we made it. So I've just realized that I forgot to change the system from laps to point to point, which I don't quite remember, but I think that means I'm gonna have to test it again. Won't be too big of a problem though. Cool, and these work how I want them to. I want people to just kind of slam onto them and be like, oh, what the fuck, bro? Those really work how I want them to. Shit. Well, at least I got that checkpoint. That's gonna be fucking a pain in the ass for somebody. Cool, so that boost works exactly how I want it to. And since I'm going to have to test it again, I'm going to go replace those boosters, make sure they're on ultra strong. Like I said, somebody's going to be doing the I think they're all slick and shit, going in corkscrews around the fucking tubing and just right off the side, just like I did. That's exactly how I predicted that shit too. Okay, cool. So I didn't want to immediately land it in the water again. I was still debating on this being a supercar race. So I added this here as kind of like a little like deterrent. So that way you're like not immediately in the bullshit, but you do have to go into it to get that checkpoint. Now on high tide, by the way, these races are bullshit on high tide. Talk about getting into some cancerous shit. Play any of these fucking levels that I have with water on them on high tide, and oh my god, it gets stupid hard to get through any of the water. Alright. So, exit test. Apparently I forgot a checkpoint. Get this final checkpoint going right quick. Race details. Fucking god. Point to... oh, okay. Standard. Point to point. Placement. Props. Ultra strong. Ultra. Ultra strong. Ultra strong. Okay. And this should be the final test, and we're gonna see if we can get record time on this shit. Which we're not going to. I wanted to finish it before 2.25 hour stream, but that's not gonna happen. Especially with these uphill sections, it's not going to happen at all. And I gotta turn my radio off because YouTube copyrights. Yeah, look, we're finally here. trying to remember how long I slept for. Let's see, because a lot of people got off at, I remember the last time I checked the time, it was at like 10:25, and at some point Crooked joined in to my party, and I think I had already kind of went schlump. So I think I slept anywhere from like 11 to 4-ish. So we know. Only trust the left side. Yeah. This is gonna prove to be a hell of a pain in the ass. It's fine though. It's just a matter about getting it real nice and straight. Jed, move. You don't need to be in my lap, dog. The fuck? It's about that finishing before 15 time. There we go. I wish the glass broke on this roof. It'd make this a hell of a lot more interesting. Okay, so new track record here. Thinking that I should be able to, yeah, keyword here should be able to finish by 20 minutes after the 2 here. We'll see though. And if that's the case, we'll save it, publish it, upload it, and then I'll show one of my races of absolute, like, bullshit. Like an actual racing format, not just me, like, kind of showing you what's in it. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm not gonna do that. Because this is pretty accurate. This is lackluster for what I do, but this is pretty accurate to what I usually try and go for. Forgot that I have to back up. Yeah, it definitely seems like having a lifted vehicle is the way to go for this. And I forgot to check and see if those are on Ultra Strong, because I don't think they are. I should be getting way more boost out of them. But I'm not going to reset them. Now, if I do have the time today, I will be streaming again. I'm going to try and get a lot of my buddies online, and then we're going to do these races. live stream the entire playlist of them. Just to kind of see what we can get our hands on as far as mischievousness and so on goes, and see if we can't get anybody getting all pissed off. Fuck that up for myself. There we go. And I'm gonna miss my deadline for event ending again. I'm just gonna stop guessing. Okay, yeah, that works perfectly. But that is ultra strong and... Nice. Jed, sit. I think my dog needs to go outside. I'll let him out here shortly. Oh my god, yeah. These tubes, holy shit. These tubes are fucking perfect. Oh my. Cool, okay. I'm testing out things that I intentionally put in to try and fuck with people, like that ramp there. It seems like the first time I hit it, I got caught on the wreckage, and the second time there, I almost slid off the track, and that's exactly what I want to happen. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and save it, and we're going to publish it. And before I leave real quick and call this a stream, just a little quick tip: if you're in this menu and you don't want to exit out to a regular Grand Theft Auto, hit the pause button, and you can just straight up join online through here. And just like that. So, with nothing else left to do, you guys have a fantastic day. I will most likely be live streaming again later if I can get my buddies online. That's an if, though. However, I have been playing Ride 2 again, and I will definitely be probably starting a stream here shortly within the next, what time is it? Next 10-15 minutes or so. I'll probably do about anywhere from a 45-minute to an hour and a half long stream of that. Anyway. Have a fantastic day.